Hey, what is up, SpiritosTV? My name's Phil. This is my first debut here. Might be a little bit weird, but I am currently investigating a cemetery not far from my place. Just as a little bit of a reminder, like, it's going to be a tad bit awkward. I know that I'm going to be kind of stumbling over my words and everything else like that, but join me for the journey. So, it's basically where I'm investigating at. It's well lit, you know. I'm trying to keep this place anonymous to where other investigators don't come through or anything else like that. So, sorry, I ain't gonna tell you where this location is. But hopefully, like, I can catch something here. Have this be my little playground, if you will. Sorry for the foliage. But it's a little well lit. Not too bad. My last footage that I did have that I was going to debut on SpiritosTV, the audio kinda went out. So there's that. Yeah, I'm trying to keep everything fundamentally just fundamentally, like, basically short and simple. Again, I do apologize. This is my first time, like, on doing this. I was live streaming on Instagram a while back, but overall, this is going to be a little bit of a playground situation for me because I really don't have any other places to investigate. And plus, it's right next to a neighborhood too, so I don't want anything to be too intrinsically awkward. So I'm just no cuts are going to be on this video. I think there's going to be a little bit of cuts here and there for me stopping the video, getting some, like, basically, like, get my equipment out, getting a K2 meter out and everything, and just, you know, having a little bit of fun. Not much is known about this cemetery whatsoever. There's no paranormal history or anything else and such. So I'm just investigating for the sake of investigating at this point. And I just, you know, just want to do something a little bit outside of the norm, you know? Nothing too crazy, nothing too, like, I just don't want to do anything too bad or anything else like that, especially on here. I want to keep everything above water and everything else and such. And by above water, I mean legal. I don't want to break into any properties or anything else like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna post where this video's at. Just to say, it's a 25-minute walking distance from my place that I'm living at, and just leave it at that. So, hopefully I can catch something on here. If I don't, at least you know, at least you know that, like, the footage that I am catching is basically legit. Not every paranormal investigation that I'm going to go on is going to have actual evidence, I guess you could say. So, overall, let's see what I can catch. Alright, so as you can see, I have 3 devices on the ground. I have 2 Rem Pods and a K2 meter. If there's any spirits here that wish to make their presence known, let me know. Come up to the devices. I know this is kind of weird, given that, like, nobody probably frequents this area. But, you know, let me know. come up to the area. Yeah, I use these devices. Like, these have done well. I've actually investigated into St. Augustine Lighthouse, and if you guys know me from my personal vlog over at Metalhead1919 on Instagram, these devices actually work. I actually caught stuff over in St. Augustine not long ago, which I'm going back to the St. Augustine Lighthouse, like, next month, on probably, like, middle of the month. So, yeah. Overall, like, if anything, like, I'd probably sneak inside, see what I can do. I'm not too sure. I'm a little bit antsy on sneaking into premises that I'm not allowed to be in, which is basically seek permission when necessary, because I don't want to sneak into anywhere, try to capture footage just for anything to not arise. But overall, yeah. Again, if there's any spirits out here that wish to make their presence known, come to this general area. Mess with any of these 3 devices on the ground. I am going to be bringing out the Spirit Talker, which is an app that OmarGoshTV uses, Exploringwithjosh uses, Sam and Colby use, like, on their YouTube videos or during their investigations. Also, I'm doing this way early in the morning, so there's that. Yeah, so sorry about the background noise and such as well. But I have a feeling this is a little bit more comfortable than than the Greenwood Cemetery that I was at. I mean, I'm a lot more closer to cemetery grounds and such. Yeah. If there's any spirits here that wish to make their presence known, go ahead and tap this device. Yeah, let me bring out the Spirit Talker real quick. Okay, so right now, I'm going to be using the Spirit Talker app. What this app does, it converts ambient air and temperature and EMF to words. Basically, it's a low-budget Ovilus. So, see if I catch anything. Just going to go ahead and place this on the ground real quick, right here. Or, better yet, I'm just going to drop that right up here.
You are peaceful.
Thank you. I try to be.
Tenderness.
And it's really going off. Tenderness. I mean, the place that I'm currently at, yeah, this is a place of tenderness. Yeah, I'm peaceful. I come in peace. I don't really mean any harm. Yeah, just, you guys, all you gotta do is just come over to these devices. That's all you gotta do. Is there anybody here that wish to make their presence known? They found your body. That could mean the vast majority of things. That could mean that they found your body when you were sick. What do you mean that they found your body? Now, the thing about this Spirit Talker app, it will start spitting out like a bunch of random words that doesn't really pertain to the investigation. Tranquility. Yeah, it is pretty peaceful out here. It's not like Greenwood. Greenwood Cemetery sounds like it would be a noisy ass party. I'm starting to get a little bit of a lens flare type situation. Is there any spirits here that wish to make their presence known? Go ahead and... I'm talking. It's me. I know this is kind of weird and bizarre, but... Here, let me turn up the volume a little bit. Yeah. The Spirit Talker just said, who's talking? I'm talking. My name's Phil. Yeah, again, sorry for the overhead airplane going through. I'm hoping to be here until sunup. But, yeah. If you guys wish to make your presence known. I lost my life here? You probably did. Were you guys residents here? Float. Whatever the heck that means. Yeah, with a lot of these investigations, they tend to, like, with the Spirit Box or the Spirit Talker app, it tends to be a little bit hit and miss. Apparently with, like, a lot of, like, basically, it'll start throwing out random words and such. But overall, yeah, little bit hit and miss. I'm gonna probably spend, like, about 20 minutes out here, pretty much, because there isn't really much of anything that's going on. And plus, like, I'm right next to a small little school district as well, so I don't really want to do this paranormal investigation, have, like, teachers and students going back and forth and such. So gonna probably cut it short. I just want to spend a good 30 minutes here, 40 minutes here before all that happens. So, let's start it. Oh, hey, hello. I know this is kind of weird, but my name is Phil. Come up to the app. I mean, not app. Come up to the 3 devices that I have here. Like, because I'm not going to know if you're here just by that little spirit talk. The ground. Yeah, on the ground. I have 3 devices on the ground. All you got to do is just mess with these devices. It's all you got to do. Sorry for about... It's not anything paranormal. There is literally a garbage truck way out in the distance. Please make your presence known. Mess with the devices on the ground. I'm not gonna know if you're here if you're like not gonna touch any of the devices. The Spirit Talker app can only go so far. The actual evidence is on shooting. I mean, was there shooting not long ago from here? I honestly thought that I seen movement out. Yeah. I honestly thought in the distance, out of the corner of my eye, I could have sworn that I seen something shifting, like something either walking through the cemetery. I don't know if it was a trick of the eye or lights catching, but it seemed like that there was something far in the distance that was kind of moving about. Yeah, I did see a shadow. Was that you? Yeah, usually with these investigations, you don't really catch much. Probably from my understanding, investigators have probably came over here. The thing about what the danger? I'm in no danger. I don't sense anything malevolent here. Let me step over real fast. The heck? I don't know if you heard that, but oh, that's just me. Eleanor. Okay, that's very odd. Eleanor, is that you messing with my Rem pod? What? Alright, back away from the Rem pod, please. Could you back away from my device? Alright, right on. That's what I like to see. Okay, Eleanor, go ahead and touch that device again. That is wild. Eleanor, go ahead and touch the device again. That's insane. Eleanor, or whoever was touching the device, go ahead and touch it again. It only happened when I was like on the ground. Do you not like me when I was messing around on the ground here? Shelly. Yo, that was insane. Like, typically, this Rem pod is not meant to go off. Out of the past few times that I've actually investigated with my paranormal equipment, rarely, if ever, does that device go off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep going at it for a little bit longer. We'll see what happens. Shelly or Eleanor, go ahead and tap that device again. All right. Well, don't be shy. That's insane. If your name is Shell... Whoa. There's a priest. It kind of makes sense. The place that I'm currently at is right next to a church. Are you a priest? No. Okay. Are you Eleanor? Are you one of the spirits here that reside in the cemetery? Yeah, I haven't gotten any Rem Pod hits like this since the Saint Augustine Lighthouse. Yeah, just... Also, you're more than free to mess with any of the other devices on here. That's freaking wild. Sorry, my pants are kind of slinking down. I'm just sitting down real quick. Edwin. I'm wondering if any of the names that are kind of spurting out here are connected to anybody that's actually residing in the cemetery. Because priest and then all the names that are like you are safe here are kind of running in tandem a little bit. Yeah, I'm not getting any hits anymore. Like, yeah, evidence like that is kind of hit and miss. Like, I'm not going to say, oh my god, it's totally evidence. But, like, whenever, because that middle Rem pod isn't apt to, like, I've used that middle Rem pod in quite a couple of investigations outside of the St. Augustine investigations that I were a part of, and it isn't quite apt to work. Like, it doesn't work, like, well, it's not that it doesn't work, it won't go off just naturally. Yeah, but I'm starting to realize that I think the energy got burned out a little bit. Not seeing anything.
We're still here.
We're still here? Well, prove it. I want you to prove it. I want you to tap any of these devices. Because the last time that I tried crossing over to the fencing and everything, not much of anything was going on. Is that you? Alright. Right on. Got yourself a little bit of energy going on. Sweet. Alright. To the spirit that I'm currently talking to, like, are you...
Heretic's Fork.
Heretic's Fork. Don't know what that means. Not a heretic. It's freaking wild that I'm starting to get evidence, so. Yeah, I've never gotten any evidence. Let me put it to you.
Photograph.
Let me put it to you like this. I haven't gotten any evidence in Greenwood Cemetery that's like this. I think I found my new stomping ground on where I'm going to be investigating at, though.
Huh.
I'm not going to repeat what the Spirit Talker just said, because it said something pretty nasty. Like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to repeat that. I'm not going to get demonetized. Alright. Yeah, I don't appreciate that language. There's no need for that. Is there anybody that wished to make their presence known? You guys have done a good job. You guys gave me a couple of you guys have touched the middle device, which I greatly appreciate. Yeah, I still find it kind of freaking wild, you know, that, like, I've been here for about X amount of time and gotten 2 Rem Pod hits, and those Rem Pod hits I haven't had.
Like the toys.
Yeah, I guess they do kind of look like toys. But, like, these aren't toys. These are a way to communicate. I mean, it could be a kid, because it sounds like something that a kid would say. If there's anybody here that wishes to make their presence known, go ahead and touch the devices or the toys. If they look like toys to you, you can touch, like, you can literally tap them, light up the lights, or anything else like that. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to do any edits because, for one, I'm still learning devices and everything else. 2, I got to wait for a new camera and such.
I'm making noise.
Making noise? I don't hear you. If you're making noise, I'm not hearing you. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a quick overview of the cemetery, since I can't really get into the cemetery itself proper. Alright. Yeah, it's freaking wild. Like, I didn't expect to get 2 Rem Pod hits.
She pushed.
She pushed. Again, I mean, sometimes the Spirit Talker app will put, like, will give you basically words that pertain to what you're currently doing. Rem Pod just reset. But, like, outside of that, it won't give you anything tangible unless it pertains to the investigation itself. Yeah, I think I found my new place. Sun's starting to come up little by little. I might see about moving the investigation, like, to a different location. It just seems like getting kind of chilly out here. I can see my breath. I don't know if you guys can see it, but, like, yeah. Sorry that I'm also looking off to the side like that. It's super weird. But yeah, I'm gonna see about moving to a different location, see what I can do from there. But outside of that, I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Totally different vibe, like, here, because I moved to more of the back of the cemetery than anything else. But yeah, it's a totally different vibe back here. And honestly, it feels like people are walking around me, which sounds super, super weird. Here, give me a moment. Okay, sorry. I fixed the camera situation to where I'm more looking at the camera than anything else, because I was always, like, looking off in the distance. It's one of those many little things where I'm still trying to learn and everything. But yeah, it's super eerie back here, dude. If there's any spirits here that wish to make their presence known, go ahead and tap the Rem Pod. See, for here, I can easily hop the fence and get over there, but I don't want to do that because that's freaking illegal. I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of walking around. It honestly sounds like things are walking around me. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the audio, but it sounds like there's like... It literally... It like... in all honesty, it sounds like stuff is walking around me here. I can hear subtle little footsteps and tip taps all around me. And I know that, like, there's no, like, there's no, like, oh, sorry. There's no wind here. There's absolutely no wind. It's not windy whatsoever. So there's no acorns falling from these trees or anything. It's freaking, it's just honestly bizarre. Man. Rem Pod just reset. Yeah, again, that's how I know that this device works, because I'm not getting any hits. It just sounds like a whole bunch of shit's walking around me, though. That's the gnar thing. It sounds like a bunch of stuff is walking around me. And plus, it's cold enough to where there isn't anything going on. I mean, it's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here. It's freaking wild. Yeah, but I do have a yeah, it just sounds crunching of leaves, dude. Let me see what time it is real fast. 5:12. Yeah, so it is starting to get a little daybreaky. I haven't had any hits on my K2 meter or my Rem Pod. If there's any spirits here that wish to make their presence known, go ahead and touch the Rem Pod. Whatever spirit or entity that was on the opposite side of this fencing or on the opposite side of the cemetery did a really great job at interfering with the Rem Pod and touching the items. Yeah. You see? Plane. Again, pardon me for the sound. I'm not much to believe in orbs, but the sheer fact that there's no dust, no dust is kicking up, and there's no bugs out here because the temperature's kinda not for it right now, kinda makes me think a little bit. Yeah, that's sorry. If you see a little bit of like, if you see a little bit like a little mist thing happening like right around here, that's just my breath. That's all that is. Nothing paranormal. Just me being yeah, I'm getting a little bit more orb action than anything else. I like that. Like that orb that just hit my screen right now. Because there's no dust. There's no dust here. That's my breath. Like literally, like if you start seeing my breath, it's just me. It's not actual evidence. The orbs though are kind of weird because there's no wind. There's literally no wind. There's no freaking wind. There's no way that I'm kicking up anything. There's no freaking way that I'm kicking up anything outside of me just, just relaxing and just sitting here. So there is no absolute way that I'm kicking up anything. And I'm not one to believe in orbs. But proof is in the pudding. And plus it's too cold for insects to come flying about. Yeah, I'm about to get ready and call it. I'll probably do a short walk around the perimeter and come and get my stuff back. But outside of that, yeah, there isn't. Ooh, kind of a dip. Again, I am not on the cemetery grounds. I'm more in the parking lot than anything else. But I think this is safe enough for me to not be on the cemetery grounds than anything else. And to be brutally honest, heck, like, I'll be able to get right in. Wow. The gate's open. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do something that's kind of gnar that not many paranormal investigators would be a wet bed if they knew that they were able to access the cemetery. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it like that. Because we don't need anybody breaking in here. But yeah, I think I found my new stomping ground for paranormal investigation. Again, thank you for joining me for my debut for SpiritosTV. I hope to see you in the next one. See you later, Dream Warriors.